Hello, welcome to this Year 9 options presentation for parents of Churchill Academy students in January 2021. My name is Frances Dawes and I'm the member of the senior team leading the options process. I do hope that this presentation will provide you with all of the information that you need to support your child with making their options choices. If you do have any further questions which haven't been addressed, please use the email address towards the ends of the presentation and I will try to answer your questions or redirect your inquiry appropriately. To get started, we firstly need to acknowledge that the students in Year 9, your children, were all prepared to start their options choices this time last year, and I do understand that there's a level of frustration around that. And this choice was disrupted by the subsequent school closure and the changes that we made to our curriculum structure for this academic year. This has meant that the Year 9 curriculum that your sons and daughters for this year has remained the same as they experienced in Year 7 and Year 8. During this academic year, teachers have identified the gaps in learning that affected students during the first closure and have reworked Year 9 programmes to mitigate this and to make sure that students will be able to make a strong start to Key Stage 4 in September 2021. Currently, we are monitoring Year 9 engagement with remote learning. Already, the majority of Year 9 are logging on to remote learning every day and talking to their teachers about their work and their learning, and we feel that they are going to be in a strong place for September. The Year 9 options process is now started. This week, we have sent all Year 9 an options assembly to watch. Please check that your son or daughter has watched it. We've also uploaded the options information booklet to both you and your child's Insight account. There will be a virtual parents' evening on the 27th of January. You will already have been sent an email and instructions to tell you how to book your appointments and how to use the software. We had a very good experience of using this virtual parents' evening software last week with Year 11, so hopefully the Year 9 parents' evening on the 27th of January will run smoothly too. Please use this opportunity to talk to your child's teachers about their option ideas as well as to get an update on their achievement and engagement with learning. On the 3rd of February, we are holding a virtual Year 9 open evening for options. You'll receive information about this evening shortly. You'll be able to book up to 5 appointments, and the intention is that you will book with a subject specialist to ask any questions about the subject which are not covered in the information booklet. There is no need to book appointments with subject teachers where your child has already decided that they will be taking that subject. The options deadline is the 1st of March, and we will confirm allocations with you in late April. As a quick recap, your child has to choose 4 subjects in total to study in Year 10 and 11, their Key Stage 4. Some subjects are not optional and these are listed here: Maths, Science, English, PE and PSHE. On this slide you can see the subjects that your child's first 2 choices need to be selected from. The Department of Education requires us to make sure that the basic curriculum includes 2 of these subjects, although they can put more than 2 into their choices. With regards to triple science and the vocational studies, we have already uploaded the correct options information booklet to your child's Insight account. If you need any more information about the triple science pathway, please contact Mrs. Chadwick, the Director of Learning for Science, and for the vocational studies pathway, Mrs. Moon, our SENCO. Students then have to choose 2 more subjects which are listed on this slide. These are called their free choices. They need to read the information in the options booklet about each subject very carefully. Some of the information has changed since last academic year and we want them to be aware of any changes. Remember, every year I have students asking to change options because they realise that they didn't read the information carefully enough when they were making their choices and they have misunderstood what a course is going to be about. Most of the courses that we offer in Year 10 and 11 will lead to a GCSE qualification, with Grade 9 being the highest award. We do also offer some BTEC, BTEC Technical and Cambridge National Awards, and these tend to have more project-based learning, coursework, and require good time management and organisational skills. If your child is interested in choosing one of the BTECs or BTEC Technicals, OCR Cambridge, please talk to them about the type of work that they will be involved in and make sure that they do understand that they will have ongoing pieces of coursework and deadlines to meet. The grades awarded for these courses are pass, merit, distinction, and the qualifications are equal to GCSE, with a pass being equivalent to a grade 4 at GCSE. And on this slide, I've just recapped how the work for a GCSE or BTEC might differ so that it can support you with discussing with your child. I just want to run through how you can get further information if you're unclear about the subject content or the process of the options. So the options information booklet has been uploaded to your child's Insight account and to yours, and you can find information in it about each subject and the assessments that will be involved. You can attend the Year 9 virtual parents evening in January to talk to teachers about how your child is doing in each subject and whether a teacher feels that your child would enjoy the subject at Key Stage 4. And finally, you can attend the virtual options evening on the 3rd of February, where you can book up to 5 appointments with teachers to get more information where you need it. When your child has decided on their options choices, they will need to log on to their Insight account, and the next two slides show them how to make their choices and save them. You as parents will then need to log on to your own Insight account in order to agree to their choices, and this is done under the Options Offer tab as shown on this slide. Don't forget that we cannot authorise your child's choices until you have made that agreement, and once they've chosen theirs, their tutors will then be looking to check that your child has chosen suitable choices, something that's not out of character and something that would fit with their behaviour record. The options deadline is the 1st of March. We've arranged the Insight account so that they can keep changing their mind up until that deadline. Each time they change their mind, you will need to agree to the changes that they've then made, and then their tutor will sign the account off again. If your child has changed their mind after the 1st of March, it's a very simple process for you to let me know. You just need to write me a letter or send an email in, and I've left my email address here. It's increasingly tricky to change children's options during Year 10, but we do allow it up until half term to ensure that they've made the best choices and are settled into their learning. We want students to enjoy their courses, and we know that having an element of choice over what they put into their curriculum means that they will settle well into Year 10 and Year 11. If your child changes their mind about an option, please have a really thorough discussion with them about whether or not they've given the subject enough time, whether or not they've had a discussion with their subject teacher about the work that they're currently doing and the work that is coming up. We will change a student's option if it is possible, although sometimes groups are full and changes are not feasible. There will be a form for you to upload on Insight if you need to submit it for a change of option, and we do not exchange options after October 2021 due to the complication around students settling into their courses. Lastly, I want to share with you some advice that we've shared with the students, and this is around choosing subjects that we know they're going to enjoy and are interested in, not to be influenced by people telling them they should take a particular subject because of a career that they might be thinking about at a later date. We know that students change their minds, and it's really important that they are maintaining their interest and enjoyment in their learning. We don't want them to choose subjects because their friends are choosing them, and we don't want them to choose subjects because they like being taught by a particular teacher. We cannot guarantee that they will be in the same class as their friends or working in the same groups as their friend, even if they are. We also cannot guarantee that they will be taught by a teacher that they have already experienced in years 7, 8 or 9. If you need any further advice, please contact me from the email address which was on the previous slide. Thank you.